Good evening and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a news roundup and we'll start with the markets moving sideways for the last few days since our big drop last week. We're still in between that 3,600 and 3,700 stage. Can't seem to break past $3,700. But obviously that's pushing the rest of the market down with pricing. What's going to happen on the weekend? I don't expect the price to go up this weekend in terms of any amazing news coming out from today. Could possibly see some more consolidation this week, as long as we don't really fall below the $3,500 mark. Although obviously we need to figure out where this bottom is. So if we can just hurry up and get there, Bitcoin and market, that would be fantastic. If you want to hit 3,000 and rocket up, please do it this weekend, because we want a bull run and we want it now. But seriously, we will look at this on Monday, obviously, and where we are. But as for news, I'll start off with an article which I found that was basically looking at price predictions for Bitcoin and Stellar and ADA and XRP and Tron. So let's see what these individuals have got to say. So the leading cryptocurrency has a live prediction for February at $4,800 by Capital Management COO Ben Ritchie, while Bitcoin developer Jimmy Song predicts the lowest value of 2,103, he says. So there's different analysts going to be looking at different price predictions, and they obviously expect Bitcoin to be around $4,000, and Jimmy Song expects it to be 2,100. So, I mean, either one, yes, possibly, but I think what more to say is what they go on to say in this article. As for 2019 end, which is probably what we want to know, the prices are predicted by panelists to be around $6,500 or 8,000K. However, Fred Shearbester of Finder itself is extremely bearish on Bitcoin at $2,700. So I'll take a pause on that one before we look at the other price predictions. Now, I don't know what analysis they're doing on the fact that Bitcoin is going to be, let's say, between $2,700 and $8,000. We're obviously currently sitting at $3,600-ish. What are they expecting to happen this year, or not expecting to happen this year? So we've got more people moving into cryptocurrency, and I will talk about another article that I've going to talk about. But you're obviously talking about if we just put ETF to one side, for America, that is, individually, you've obviously got BACT, and you've got New York Stock Exchange, you've got Fidelity, and you've got obviously other investors coming to the market. Now, I know obviously the Bitcoin ETF, and obviously Coinbase listings of things like what's it called, XRP. For this price to stay around the under $10,000 mark for the whole year, it's very difficult to see how they got there. And this article doesn't actually explain their analysis of what they're looking at, what's going to happen. Are they expecting major regulations that nobody can buy Bitcoin in the whole globe? I think it's going to be the actual opposite. I mean, more and more countries are looking at Bitcoin. We spoke the other day about Russia and whether that's going to be, whether it's true or not, about them buying Bitcoin, and certainly other countries probably looking at the same thing. So, I mean, just with Bitcoin itself, what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's an interesting point on Bitcoin, but let's move on to the next prediction, and XLM, so Stellar. The sixth largest cryptocurrency expected to rule 2019 as picked to see the highest growth in the market. For February 1st, the bigger number for XLM is 67 cents, and the lowest is 0.01. as it has broken from strong base, now looks a bit weak in the charts. Okay. By year end, a 260% increase is predicted for XLM, which is in growth mode, working on a scalable blockchain, looking for projects that can take off. This could be the year. Ben Ritchie says, okay, what did they say? So 260% of, let's just take the higher figure of 67 cents. What's that, about $1.50? If we look at Stellar XLM and look at what it was all-time high was, I should already use Con Paprika for that, but never mind. Can I see on this chart if it loads? So that was 62. That was last year's all-time high. Okay, what's going on here? Because it doesn't actually figure it out. Let's just look at Coin Paprika. I just want to know this. I should have had it ready. XLM all-time. If you haven't used his website, it's very good to see that you can look at all-time highs for a coin and be very happy by it. Okay, so XLM's all-time high was 93 cents, and that hit an all-time high in 4th of January 2018. So this, on the basis of that, is going to be slightly higher than XLM's all-time high in 2018. And again, if they're supposed to be the most highest picked with the highest increase, with institutions talking about it, and I will talk about Grayscale next. Again, 67 cents and 260% of that. So yeah, it's about $100, $50, $60. So it's from its all-time high, only going to go up around 50 cents, which is obviously pretty good, and that's a lot of growth for if that was a share. But you know, cryptocurrencies aren't like shares. But I think that's 2 for 2 so far, which I don't agree with. But you know, predictions are predictions. Let's look at the other ones. Okay, ADA is predicted to have a good year with 90% growth in 2019, and as Joseph Rezinski says, another great project, still looking to bake more projects in search for the killer app. The second largest cryptocurrency, XRP, is predicted to hit losses this month, but rise of 44% to 52 cents at the year end. Now, so I think XRP is sitting at 32 cents and it's going to rise to 52 cents, and the whole year it's going to rise 20 cents. Again, you know, not a bad rise for a normal stock, but this is not stock. We hit $3.60 with little institutional investment and little news from XRP partners. Oh, so Ripple partners, I should say. But this whole year is going to hit 52 cents. But they go on to say, which is quite hilarious, he also almost a certainty that XRP will follow its traditional pattern and undergo another pump and dump in 2019. I don't think it was a pump and dump. I just think that it was a lot of FOMO with XRP. I don't think that's a pump and dump. I don't think people were in there to dump it when it hits a high. I certainly wasn't. I'm a holder of XRP. I gave my predictions on XRP and I gave my predictions on Bitcoin. I'm gonna go over my predictions again. I can link those in the description below, and I'll give my evidence for it. But I just don't understand where these predictions are coming from. They don't seem to make sense. That if Bitcoin is going to go to 10,000, let's just say Bitcoin hits 2,700, that would mean the market moves as a whole. If Bitcoin is $2,700, then on that basis, XRP would have to detach itself and be at 52 cents. I think if Bitcoin is at $2,700, XRP would have to be about probably something like 25 cents. So half of what they're predicting. So that wouldn't make any sense. So they expect some bit of detach. So with EOS EOS, yet another project where people are looking for formal use cases that work. This one, though more centralized, has potential, says Joseph Rosinski, with 77% yearly growth. EOS holds promise, but the monthly prediction is not positive. By 31st December, ETH is predicted to rise above $200. So let's just first of all look at EOS at 77% yearly growth. So we're looking at, I think, let's just say a $2 EOS, $1. Let's say slightly about $1, 20. So it'll be at $3, just over $3 by year end. And EOS hit $22 in 2017/2018. Yeah, I mean, I've seen this article. I just want to talk about how I just don't agree with any of this article at all. And interesting to see what your guys' take on this is. With EOS's sort of projects and EOS's research and the fact that they've moved on to mainnet since its high, it's got you have ability to stake on the network for EOS, to strengthen it, to receive almost a reward from it, and it's only going to hit around $3 in the whole year. It's funny because we were just started 2019. I already want to see the end of it quickly to see where we sit and whether I will have pie in my face or have a smug grin on my face and would like to speak to these people. And again, I don't know what sort of angle people are writing these articles at, whether they're doing for their own benefit and hoping prices do come down on the basis of this, and do people do sell-offs where they can re-enter the market and make money because they really expect Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies, which are good projects, to be at massive all-time highs. Interesting to note. But let's see what they say about Tron. Tron is expected to lose the highest in January, with over 52% losses predicted to 0.0093. However, the year end will see a slight decrease of 32%, sorry, to 0.019. Tron is an interesting project because it's got obviously its BitTorrent and the BTT token coming out, and obviously there's rumors they're going to be able to transact or move TRX on the network. At the moment, Tron is very fast transaction times. At the moment, I think faster than Ethereum. Again, not asking anybody to go and buy Tron, do your research, please. But at the same time, obviously, Justin Sun likes to tweet a little bit too much. You're probably on par with Donald Trump. But often it's the news which you don't want to hear in terms of great hype and little substance. But again, with their projects and what they're doing, this one I'm not sure about. But again, and then it ends. Let us know what you feel about cryptocurrency price prediction 2019. And I have to say, except Tron, which I'm not sure about, I agree with none of this. So yeah, it's a very interesting article. It's nice to see other predictions from people, but unfortunately, no real analysis on these predictions. I would like to see what research they've done on this, and if I can dig up some more information, I'll talk about it again. But the predictions I'm hearing for year end certainly are way off, or this is way off. I mean, you can expect a bottom somewhere soon, hopefully, unless these guys expect Bitcoin to go sideways the whole year and hit a bottom at the end, and $2,100 is going to be, $2,760 will be the bottom of Bitcoin. So let's move on. For my next article, which was kind of I wanted to speak about, and it refers to the previous price predictions. Grayscale, newest crypto investment trust, will hold Stellar Lumens. Now, if you don't know about Grayscale, they are known potentially to have bought or to be holding 1% of all Bitcoin, which they've obviously bought OTC over the counter. And they are now offering a fund or an investment trust with XLM or Stellar Lumens. And I will read. Grayscale Investments The digital asset management firm operating under the Digital Currency Group umbrella is adding support for Stellar Lumens with a new investment product. The company announced Thursday that it will be launching the Stellar Lumens Trust, a single asset investment product which exposes investors to Lumens, the native asset of Stellar Network. Grayscale already offers single investment trusts for a number of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Zen, Litecoin, XRP, and Zcash. So now, if we just take a step back, so now they're obviously looking to involve Lumens or Stellar Lumens as a trust option for people to invest in, and yet the article talks about that Lumens is going to hit 50, around, I can't remember now, around, what was it, 260, so about $1.50, $1.60 by year end. So, and this is a good supporting document. I'll continue reading. The Stellar blockchain was built as a low-cost payment network. Grayscale noted in a press release with the goal of providing impoverished communities with access to financial services, found by Jed McCaleb. Blah, blah, blah. In a statement, Grayscale Managing Director Michael Sonnenshein noted that the launch of this product will expand our coverage of digital asset universe. The company will continue to provide investors access to established blockchain projects with substantial traction and resources. Grayscale's announcement comes on the heels of its reassuring existing customers that an investment vehicle for another of these established blockchain projects, Ethereum Classic, was not in any danger of a prolonged. Yes, I think they mentioned that their money was, or their coins or their investments were set aside, and obviously it wasn't affected by this 51% attack. Now, for a company who already holds 1% of all Bitcoin, and let's just say that's $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they've obviously holding XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Zen, Zcash. How much are they holding of these currencies? Obviously their percentage will be higher, obviously because the prices are lower for the other currencies. But now, if we think back to the previous article and the price predictions for these coins, obviously if you take out Bitcoin Cash, because I didn't mention not ETC, Zen, Litecoin, and XRP, but certainly Bitcoin and XRP and Ethereum and XLM, and they get customers, and they're obviously a massive investment firm. You obviously only need to look up what they're involved in and what they do and the money under their belt. And you think that Bitcoin's going to be, roughly between $2,700 and $8,000. They have to hold Stellar to think that actually this is a product we can offer to our customers or clients, and there needs to be interest from the clients to say, give us more investment. I was speaking to one of my friends who works on the trading side in an investment bank, and they have clients, and they have clients from different various backgrounds, and the clients are invested in products by this company, and the investors said, give us more to invest in. We want to invest more in your company or what you guys have to offer. Give us more. And they've obviously I shouldn't say that. They've opened up a new trading desk, and will offer the client this off service or product to invest in. It works two ways. Either the company Grayscale thinks that its clients will want this, or the clients are asking for it. Either way, they are not a stupid company. They're not naive or foolish. They're buying or investing in things where they're getting demand for it. That's just how it works. Companies or investment banks will invest in things like commodities like oil and gold and coffee and sugar and energy and FX, which is foreign exchange, and do futures and things like that, because they have clients who want to invest in this stuff. Grayscale's not going to start offering products that's not going to people want, and similarly with Backed. They've obviously secured funding, and one of their funders is a very prominent billionaire. I think he's probably the seventh richest man in the world. I think he's from Hong Kong or China. and he's obviously involved in Backed or invested in Backed. And then again go back to the previous article, which thinks that these prices are going to stay low for the whole year. It means that nobody's interested in investing in Bitcoin, crypto, but yet these companies keep launching these products. So, kind of a counter argument to the previous article. But let's move on. Similarly, on the back of Nvidia's forecast drops and profit drops, chip maker TSMC is also reporting big drops in the crypto mining. So, chip making giant Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing TSMC has reported a slump in its crypto mining business revenue for last year. The firm announced its Q4 2000 financial results and also published an earnings call transcript on Thursday. Let's see what they give any actual figures. Okay, so nearly 60% of Bitmain's total chip supply came from TSMC in 2017 and the first half of 2018. So obviously we know that Bitmain isn't doing very well, and the talk of Bitmain's IPO has gone quiet. Obviously you're not going to be selling ASICs miners and graphics cards in a bear market of 2018. I think we can just call the whole year a bear market year for crypto. Even though regardless of the hash rate coming down and obviously being more profitable, the market, the sentiment was that people are not going to invest into mining crypto. So I think there's a cat at my door. I'll let this cat in first. And we expect that, and it's a risk. So they obviously offer a product to Bitmain, and the other issue that we have is people like Ethereum eventually may look to stop ASICs or have ASICs resistance, and we will see what happens with that. But not good news, and hopefully they're not going to start laying people off. And it mentioned at the bottom, TSMC has cut its revenue estimation from $7.3 to $7.4 billion, as the firm expects its business to be dampened by the overall weakening of the macroeconomic outlook. So this may also have an impact of the whole US government in China issue. Obviously, this is Hong Kong. It's filed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, so the HKSE. But not good to see, and hopefully we can pick up, with the purchasing for Nvidia in terms of mining again. But the more companies which move on to more of a proof of stake system, then I expect TSMC and also Bitmain's share prices or profits to go down, because the onus will then be on just GPU mining with Nvidia and Nvidia cards, and CPU mining with high-end CPUs. But I guess we'll see what happens this year with these companies, and obviously they're going to survive, TSMC, but interesting to see what happens with Bitmain and where they go from here, because I don't know what else they produce apart from ASICs miners. So it's not the best. But let's move on. You can now buy Bitcoin at some grocery stores in the US. Nothing better than getting some fresh produce and Bitcoin at the same time. The crypto curious will soon be able to dip their toes into Bitcoin while grocery shopping. Bitcoin ATM company CoinMe is partnering with Coins to Cash converter Coinstar to allow Bitcoin purchases through Coinstar kiosks in a number of US states. I bet that's not going to be New York, the company announced Thursday. At launch, only customers at certain Safeway and Albertsons stores in California, Texas, Washington state will be able to purchase Bitcoin through kiosks. Through there are plans to extend this offering to additional US markets and retailers following successful launch. So I think the idea is you put your coins in and you get Bitcoin back. So The kiosk will only accept US dollar bills with a $2,500 limit. So yeah, if you were going to go and deposit $2,500, you can get like a 0.7 of a Bitcoin. So yeah, pretty good with that. True Coincer kiosks are primarily known for converting coins into cash, Amazon gift cards, or other equivalent balances. Thursday's press release noted that at present coins cannot be used for Bitcoin transactions, but obviously that's the idea. Yeah, we're into again bringing Bitcoin into mainstream, bringing it into people's faces. It's kind of what you want to see. How well this will be, only time will tell. Really, it's an interesting project. Obviously, if they don't, they'll just remove that service. But you know, they already have existing service. What I would be slightly worried of at the moment is people starting to implement this as only Bitcoin, and then it'll be interesting to see. But if people see they can hold Bitcoin or they can exchange money for Bitcoin, it may entice more people to use it. And then obviously a way for them to enter the market, or a way to get in through Bitcoin instead of having a phone possibly and going through Coinbase or Binance, where you know they might not understand as well. So yeah, good to see, especially start of the year. And yeah, every day I make these videos and all I keep doing is providing good news, except the US shutdown, which is holding up backed, and the ETH. There's no bearish news, but yet we're not moving. So you know, I smell a rat. It seems a bit suspicious, huh? The market seems to not be moving, but all the good news. So, yes, of course, it's nothing substantial. This is not massive amounts, but the Grayscale stuff should have really have moved, Stellar's price. But if we look at Stellar's price at the moment, has it moved much? Yes, it's moved 0.1 in 1 hour, but in the last 24 hours is down. So, and overall it's down. So even the fact that the Grayscale announced an trust fund, it's down. So yes, 2017 we would have, been up with that news of an investment like that. But let's move on. Now, this is an article which I wanted to speak about today and totally forgot to speak about, but not this one. This is just a random advertisement, so let's get rid of that. Binance targets EU with UK traders with new fiat to crypto exchange. Now, so I looked at their new website. So Binance have got something called Binance Jersey or something. So I don't know if I haven't actually tried logging in yet because I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I will this weekend. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, has adjusted trading volume, has launched a new fiat to crypto exchange on the island of Jersey, a British self-governing dependency. Through the new exchange, which is targeting traders in Europe and UK, users will be able to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum against British pound and the euro. So obviously, compare this to Bitcoin, compare this to Coinbase, and now you've got some competition, certainly in the EU areas. So obviously, US traders, US users won't have access to this as of yet, because obviously one, it's in pounds and no dollars, and obviously jurisdiction issues and all that yada 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 stuff. Binance selected Jersey for its highly developed digital infrastructure. I think more the fact that they didn't get any regulation issues with Jersey, robust regulatory framework, and world-class financial services sector. So yeah, I mean, this is, I won't read too much. There's not too much to understand of this. It's just simply they've now done something that the other exchanges haven't done. They set up in Jersey. We knew about this. They've now started offering trading pairs, which means obviously you can drop straight into pound, into euro, and back into pound and euro. So you can hold your money potentially in pounds on there. I'll do a separate video on this once I've set up an account and had a look at it. But what does this mean for Coinbase? I mean, will they at some point add USD? If they add USD and they then add XRP, and Coinbase are still floundering with adding more coins, it's going to take even more market share away from Coinbase. I mean, I used Coinbase in 2017, I think the first time, and there were some other websites I used like Bitpanda. And at the time, Coinbase was fantastic. The app was really good, and the app is still very, very good. But other people are catching up and whizzing past Coinbase. And interesting why Coinbase is listing ERC20 tokens. The cat is back. I think the cat is hungry. Are you hungry? I think the cat is hungry. Where was I? Sorry. Yeah, interesting to see what happens with Coinbase. It's losing market share. Binance is taking over, or has become and is the world's #1 cryptocurrency. Interesting to see how much they trade daily. And obviously, Binance offers a far more coins on its market than Coinbase does. But interesting to see how much flows through the marketplace. I remember when I first started using Coinbase, it had something like $50 billion transacted, so far, and I was like, wow, 50 billion, that's a lot of money. But if the market is transacting around $15-16 billion a day, how much of that goes to Binance, how much of that goes to Coinbase, how much of that goes to Kraken and Huobi and all the other exchanges? And interesting to see that sort of on a scale and where Coinbase sits. I've got a feeling Coinbase is probably the highest, and obviously margin wise it'll be interesting to see how much margin we have. I have not used this. If anybody wants to mention that they use this and what they think of it, the Coinbase website is pretty cool. Again, not affiliated to Coinbase or anything. The app is pretty cool as well. But let me know what you guys think of Coinbase versus Binance now, and is Binance going to become the leader, certainly in the EU and the UK region. Very good from Changpeng Zhao for this. I'm very big thumbs up to him for doing this. Again, pushing more. Hopefully, people can get to know about this, get to know about Binance who aren't in crypto in the EU and the UK. Obviously, us in the community, probably a lot of us do use Binance, especially the fact that it offers more pairings than Coinbase, and obviously it does XRP based pairing now as well, only for 2 coins though. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will start using it, and I'll give an update in terms of what it's like to use. But that'll do it for me for the weekend. I'll make another video tomorrow as usual. But have a lovely weekend. Make it great. Make it special. Spend it with the time with the people you love, and enjoy yourself. And have a great one. Goodbye. Please like and subscribe.